Where's that little notch? Okay, that is there, and then we're going to take this, and we're going to move it down. What I'll do, let me see if I can kind of lock it into the two-hole case right there. Just put this back. Surprised these are so tight on my CAT 2000. I swear to you, I do not have this problem. They're easier to adjust. Alright, that is moving back and forth. It's just, yeah, there we go. It's just difficult. Okay, good. So that's ready to go. My fingers are all greasy. Put that away. Now I can put away this. Alright, now we gotta fill them with oil. Normally what I do, if it's a shelf queen, like, you know, this car, probably gonna go on the shelf, I usually fill it with just oil that I have lying around that I don't really, you know, plan to use much of. Usually I would use like 25 weight, because I don't really use 25 weight a whole lot. Ah, damn it. What's going on here? Well, this does remind me, I will have to pack some hydrodrive fluid for Vonets. So I'm going to put this right here. So I do have a hydrodrive on the RC10 that I'll be bringing. That's kind of a side note. Actually, this one, how's this one? Oh, you know what? I'll just bring that one. Perfect. Just in case. I don't think I'll need it, but just in case. Right. So let's see. I have 25, 80, 40. Do I have any 30? Yeah, I got some. There's a little bit of 30 in there. What else do I got? Yeah, I'm running low on all these older oils. Alright, so I'll just have to suck it up and do my real oils down here. And you know what? I could should be able to put this right in here. No problem. Bing. Perfect. Alright, let's see. 32.5. How much do we have of that? About half a bottle. 27.5, 30, 30. Got two 27.5s and two 30s. Only one 32.5, so I want to save that. Alright, so you know what? That 30 is kind of low. But the other 30 is brand new. So, let's see. Where is this? Is it low? Kind of hard to see. It's fucking lights. Yeah, alright, so between that and I think I got some Trinity 30. Yeah, okay. So between these two, I should have more than enough. So we're going to use 30 weight. Wonderful. I won't need this. Put this back in here. Put it there. So it's getting kind of late. What I'll do is I'll just fill the shocks, bleed them, and then yeah, we'll see how far we get. I only want to do maybe another 10 minutes or so. Okay, so those are for the mediums, which are these guys. Alright, now I do not know if these seals need replacing or not. They feel like they might be alright. Oop, it's already too much. But we'll see. See how they hold up. So what I do with the Schumacher shocks, you kind of go down through the O-ring here and you back off a bit This is kind of similar to modern Kyosho shocks. And then you press down, you let the oil come out. Okay, and while that's pressed down, you tighten it a little bit, and you repeat. Okay, and then we tighten it all the way. Now we're going to see if there's any rebound. That is 0 rebound. That's pretty good. Okay, so that is front shock number 1. That was laid down. This table is kind of curved. You know what? Yeah, let me just do that. You know what? Let's do that. Even better. Okay, and then here I'm going to do front shock number 2. And you don't need to fill it all the way up to the threading. You go a little shallow of that because this is going to go in and take up space. But you want to get just enough oil in there so that you can bleed out a little bit. Get a decent seal. There we go. Some oil coming out. And then a little tighter. Some air bubbles out. Good. And then all the way. Let's see how that holds. Oh, that actually went. There's a little bit of rebound there. And you'll notice that closed tighter than this. So let me see if I can really crank down on this. That is as tight as this. Oh, no, I can go a little deeper with that. Good. Okay, that's still 0 rebound. So this one, gotta bring it out a little bit. There's a little bit of rebound there. Alright. Oh, there's some oil coming out. Alright. Sometimes you have to back off a bit more. It's kind of a black art doing this. I feel like pushing back just a little bit. Okay, so get a little bit more oil out. The thing with bleeding shocks, especially if you're trying to tune for rebound, is that good enough. Good enough for what I want. You're talking about milliliters of shock oil will make a difference in how much rebound you have in the shock, because the total volume you have here is not that large. So just a little bit of a delta either way will make a difference. Definitely make a difference. You know what? I might be able to do the whole thing with the older oil. That would be great. Thread this in. Alright. Leave that out. Close it down a bit more. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Alright. Let's check that out. Good. A little squishy, so there's a little bit of emulsion in there. I personally am not the biggest fan of emulsion shocks. I'd much rather have a bladder. I just like having smooth oil without air bubbles in it, because once you get the air bubbles in it, it can make it inconsistent. I mean, if you're racing, you know, I don't know. For the most part, I'm not really going to notice, but I do like a smooth suspension, and I can make it smoother with bladders. You know, to have a 0 air bubble shock without bladders is really hard on certain shocks. You know, some shocks it's easier than others, but like on the associated shocks, on the old version 1 shocks, you can get pretty close to a decent shock. But, you know, like these Schumacher shocks aren't particularly, I don't know, they're not the greatest in terms of the quality of the damping. You know, like from the same period of time, like a low-C shock would be much, much better. But I want to keep this all brand consistent, so just try to make it as good as I can make it. Alright, that's good. So these shocks are all set. Good, I didn't even need to use any of my new oil. There's just a little bit left. This bottle, by the way, gosh, this goes back to the 90s. I've had this bottle for maybe 25 years. And only now have I almost emptied it. Maybe I should put the empty bottle on eBay. Vintage shock bottle. Okay, so these collars here, see, those are fronts and these are rears. So what I will do is I will go to, let's put yellow rears on it. Come on. Boop. Ooh, wow. That cup is all beaten up. That's beaten up. That one is in decent shape. Okay, fine. Put that one on there. Alright. And this one. Okay, so I gotta find 2 more decent shock cups. Plus some collars to do the preload. So let's see what we can find in here. So if I keep going through the same parts over and over again, looking for things. Oh wow, look at that. There's a whole bunch of shock pistons here. Of course there are. Right after I took out a brand new unpackaged shock shaft, I probably could have gotten what I needed from whatever the heck was in here. And there's a turnbuckle. You don't put turnbuckles in with the shock shafts unless you want to ruin the shock shafts. You idiot. Okay, let's see. I know we have some stuff here. Okay, good. That might actually have what I need. Perfect. Those are sway bars. What else we got? Any other shock parts in here? I don't think so. No. Oh, right. Yeah, so I have the alloy rear inner suspension arm hinge pin mounts. These must be the plastic ones that I guess came with the kit. Interesting. Okay, anyway, I don't want to digress too much here. So, let's open this one up. See what we got. We have a shock cup that doesn't look like garbage, which is great. While we're at it, let's see if I can add one of these. Alright, that's way better. Then we have another thicker one. Let's put that on this one. Come on, get in there. There you go. Ooh, perfect. Okay. And then, is there another shock cup? Oh, good. I need those collars too. So it's going to be one collar, and then a cup and another collar. Perfect. The collar is going to go right here. And then, let's see, for the fronts, typically, let's see, what will we do? I want to save the grays. I'll go with actually try, what's the order of the stiffness of the springs? I know yellow is like on the softer side, kind of in the middle. No, it's actually more on the softer side. Okay, so this particular manual does not have, I know the CAT 2000 had the spring rate table, and they would kind of show you between the different spring colors what you got, but that one doesn't, so wonderful. I'll just take the gray ones then. I think the gray ones are kind of in the middle. Yellows, I think what white is the softest, and then it goes like yellow, gray, blue, or gray, red, blue, black. I think that's the order. Anyway. Boom. Okay, so we're going to do you, and then we're going to do you. Is that the right way? Yes, I believe so. Come on, get on there. Okay. And I have to put some... Oh, right. Of course. I'm really being honest with myself. I'm going to make sure that these are on the same length. These are actually pretty close. Alright, good. As I mentioned earlier, I was going to adjust that, but it doesn't look like I have to. They're actually quite close in total length. Okay, so now we're going to get some more. See what do we got here? Something around there would be good. Oh, wow, perfect. Alright, put that on. How is that? Is there any slack? There's still a little bit of slack. Alright, so what else do we have in here? A few more pieces. Ooh, that's a good thickness. And let's get one more of those right here. Good. Alright. Oh, aeration is just horrible. You gotta like compress the shock a bunch of times just to get the air bubbles to mix. And then once it does, it feels okay. Alright. So those are set. Let me close this off. Where's the, I'll just take this. Boom. Alright. So we don't need these, at least not this time. Put those back. Close this up. Just that tape is on its last run there. More stuff to sort out later. I will need these parts because the previous owner mounted low-C shocks and the shock bushings and everything are very different, so I have to use these parts, and I gotta find some more of those parts actually to finish mounting Schumacher shocks. So right now all I have are the ball studs at the bottom and the screw with some nuts and just these parts right here. So can I find some more of these from elsewhere? First let me just take a quick look at how you want me to mount the shocks. So there's going to be a long spacer. Man, they make this so hard to read. So there's a long spacer, the shock mount collar, and then the shock mount bushing, right, the washer, lock nut. Okay, so I have two. This is not the long spacer, I don't think. Oh yeah, it is. That just goes straight over the nuts. And then I have what, one of the bushings and two of the washers. So I need 3 bushings, 2 washers, and 2 spacers. Wonderful. And I know they're not in those boxes, and they're certainly not in those boxes. So let's see what we can find over here. If I don't have them here, then I'm going to have to look in my CAT 2000 parts and see if I can, steal something from that. Okay, definitely not this bag. fine. And then we have a bunch of stuff from here. Oh, it does kind of look like... No. No. Oh, that's some other stuff. Alright, let's see. How messy... Ooh, how messy is this? What do we got? That's just a bag. This is... Oh, those are caster blocks. Let's see here. Nope. Not that. Screws. Manuals. Nope. Blades. Thrust bearings. Right? Thrust bearing. Yep. Okay. Nope. What's in here? Other stuff. Nope. Alright. Not in there. That's just wheels and things. Alright. Let's see if we can get lucky in here. If not, then we're gonna really have to start looking. Nope. 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 Great. Wonderful. What else we got here? Nope. Arms. Nope. Towers. Nope. I've got a lot of wonderful parts except the ones I actually need. How annoying is that? Hub carriers. Hub carriers. Nope. Okay. Alright, so I am going to have to look around for some more of those shock bushings so I can do, you know, a more genuine build. And this is actually a good time to cut off the video because it's getting late anyway. So next time what I will do, if I can find the parts, I may have to order them. We're going to put the shocks on and the wheels, and maybe we'll do the front and rear roll bars. So yeah, that's it for now, and thanks for watching.